Hello, and welcome to the Aspire to Trailblaze attendee orientation. My name is Alyssa Rogowski, and on behalf of ANPD, thank you for attending today's webinar. The purpose of this orientation is to provide an overview of what you can expect over the 4 days of the 2022 ANPD Annual Convention, which will be held at the Henry B. Gonzalez Convention Center in San Antonio, Texas, March 22nd through 25th. At the end of this webinar, there will be an opportunity to ask questions. Before we jump into our agenda, I'd like to take a moment to thank our 2022 Convention Content Planning Committee Chair, Andrea Lee Riggins, and Chair-elect Lieutenant Colonel Yvonne Story. Andrea has led the 2022 Convention Content Planning Committee in planning this year's convention, and they have created an exceptional lineup, including a robust education session schedule featuring keynotes and general sessions, which we're now calling game changer sessions, networking events, a bustling exhibit hall, now referred to as the Partner Pavilion, wellness activities, and more. During convention, you'll have the opportunity to earn up to 20.5 nursing continuing professional development contact hours. As you prepare for your trip to San Antonio, we're sharing some tips to get you ready for all convention has to offer. Download the Aspire to Trailblaze mobile app for all the latest convention information, including the full schedule of sessions. Within the app, you can connect with other convention attendees, learn about speakers and what to expect at each session, build your personalized schedule, and receive timely convention update notifications. Handouts for pathway sessions are also available in the mobile app. Handouts can be accessed either in the session listing details or via the handouts and posters link on the left side menu. Hard copy handouts are not provided at convention, so it's important to take the time to do this beforehand. To download the mobile app, search Event Mobi in your phone's app store. When you open the app, enter the code ANPD 2022 to access the 2022 ANPD Annual Convention. Enter the email address you use to register for convention, your first and last name, and create a password. Once you verify your email address, you'll be able to launch the 2022 ANPD Annual Convention Aspire to Trailblaze mobile app. Please reach out if you are having trouble downloading the mobile app. We'll also be able to help you at the registration desk when you arrive in San Antonio. As you're making plans for your arrival in San Antonio, consider transportation to and from the Grand Hyatt San Antonio. It's important to note that there are 2 Hyatt hotels in San Antonio. If you're giving directions to a taxi or rideshare driver, be sure to direct them to the Grand Hyatt at the Riverwalk. If you're driving to the convention center, you can park on site for $40 per day or valet your car for $52 per day. If you're staying at the Grand Hyatt San Antonio, visit the hotel website for more information on transportation and parking options. Finally, when packing for San Antonio, remember that attire at the convention should be business casual. Weather in San Antonio in March can be warm, but convention rooms tend to be chilly, so we encourage you to pack a sweater or jacket. Also, bring plenty of business cards. You're going to network with colleagues from across the nation, and exchanging business cards helps you keep in touch after convention ends. There's one more very important task to complete before leaving for San Antonio. As part of our commitment to safety at the ANPD Annual Convention, all attendees must provide proof that they have completed vaccination for COVID-19 or have received a negative COVID-19 test result within 72 hours before the start of convention. Scan this QR code to download the CLEAR app, which is required to verify your proof of vaccination or test. If during the CLEAR enrollment process you're asked for an event code, enter ANPD 2022. Once you've completed the enrollment process, you will receive a green health pass. This is your ticket into Aspire to Trailblaze. When you arrive at the Henry B. Gonzalez Convention Center, show your health pass at on-site registration located in the main foyer. Here, you'll receive your name badge and registration badge. Your name badge will be your entry pass into convention events, such as the Partner Pavilion and Pathway educational sessions. Your registration bag will contain the Passport to Prizes game card and Meet Your Colleagues bingo. Complete the card to be eligible for prizes, including a complimentary registration to the 2023 convention. If you have any questions while you're at convention, ANPD staff and Convention Content Planning Committee members will be available to help you. Planning committee members can be easily identified by their purple badge lanyards with yellow flower pins. And ANPD staff can be found in gray ANPD cardigans. Once all the logistics are taken care of, take some time to think about your personal goals for convention. The wide variety of educational topics and activities allows you to individualize your experience to meet your specific needs. In addition, we encourage you to prepare a 1-minute elevator pitch about yourself so you can tell fellow attendees where you're from, what your workplace responsibilities are, and what you enjoy about your work, and one important thing for people to know when they meet you. It's been nearly 3 years since our community has gathered together, and that's a good reason to celebrate. On Tuesday, March 22nd at 4:30 p.m. outside the Lila Cockrell Theater, join us for a special celebration, a toast to the milestones we missed. We'll honor the 2020 and 2021 award winners and catch up over drinks. On Thursday evening, we'll host a networking session called Blaze Through the Scope and Standards with Skilled Trail Guides. In this session, you'll have the opportunity to discuss questions related to the new 4th edition of the Nursing Professional Development Scope and Standards of Practice and identify implications for practice over wine and cheese. This session is limited to 250 participants on a first-come, first-served basis, so we encourage you to plan to make your way there immediately following the Game Changer session on Thursday afternoon. This year, we have 6 Game Changer sessions, formerly called General Sessions, for all convention attendees. On Tuesday evening, Lieutenant Colonel Christina Hopper will present our opening session, The Courage to Blaze, Skills That Ignite in the Fires of Life. On Wednesday morning, we'll begin with the 2022 ANPD Awards presentation and then a panel discussion led by Dr. Mary Harper and Dr. Patsy Maloney to present the 4th edition update of the Nursing Professional Development Scope and Standards of Practice. On Wednesday afternoon, we'll hear how the ANPD academies are demonstrating the value of NPD through measurable outcomes. On Thursday morning, Dr. Mary Harper, Dr. Patsy Maloney, and Dr. Julie Aucoin will present their session exploring the organizational value of NPD practice. On Thursday afternoon, novice presenters will take the stage to compete in our annual Star Search presentation. You'll be able to vote for your favorite or most impactful presentation in the mobile app. One winner will be invited to present a concurrent session at next year's convention. Then we'll pass the mic to Dr. Missy Steck for her Game Changer session, Next Level Education, Exploring Teaching, Development, and Technology. We'll close on Friday with a presentation from Dr. Will Tallheimer on evaluating learning to enhance healthcare outcomes, 2 recent research-inspired innovations. In between the 6 general sessions, 24 concurrent sessions, now called pathway sessions, are offered at this year's convention. Sessions are categorized into 9 educational tracks: onboarding and orientation, role development, education, competency management, collaborative partnerships, research, evidence-based practice, quality improvement, leadership, diversity and inclusion, and healthy work environment. Sessions with content applicable to the role of the Professional Development Associate can be found in the session search tool on ANPD's website. Even though you may have added specific sessions to your mobile app agenda, you are free to attend any session you'd like, provided there's room. We encourage you to tailor your agenda to meet your specific needs. With that in mind, please note that adding a session to your agenda on the mobile app does not guarantee a seat in that session. Seats in each pathway session are available on a first-come, first-served basis. In addition to the pathway sessions, we have over 50 posters available for viewing so you can explore the innovative practices your colleagues are implementing in their organizations. The posters are located in the poster hall next to the partner pavilion and are available all day Wednesday and Thursday. Poster presenters will be located by their posters during the poster reception on Wednesday evening from 5 o'clock to 6:30 p.m. Electronic posters are also available to view in the mobile app. You have the opportunity to vote for your favorite poster, and the winner will be presented with the Participants' Choice Award certificate during the closing session. Up to 4 contact hours are available for poster presentations. Another important aspect of convention is the partner pavilion. Time has been allotted to allow you to visit vendors and learn about the latest products and solutions for the NPD specialty. In your registration bag, you'll find a Passport to Prizes card. Get signatures from all participating vendors and return it to the ANPD booth to be eligible for prizes. The ANPD bookstore is located in the Partner Pavilion. Here you can purchase the new NPD Scope and Standards of Practice 4th edition, as well as legal aspects of nursing professional development practice, leadership in NPD and organizational and system focus, the NPD Quick Guide series books, the 5th edition of Getting Started in Nursing Professional Development, and the 5th edition of the Core Curriculum for Nursing Professional Development. There will also be ANPD gifts and merchandise for sale. If you're an early riser, join us in the Partner Pavilion at 6 a.m. on Wednesday, March 23rd for Sunrise Yoga, or on Thursday, March 24th for Zumba. On Wednesday, March 23rd and Thursday, March 24th, Relias, Walters Kluwer, and RQI will be hosting Sunrise seminars where you can watch sponsor-led sessions while enjoying complimentary breakfast. These sessions will be capped at 150 attendees, so secure your spot by logging into our website and adding it to your registration. Finally, if you need a quick break for your personal wellness during convention, look no further than the retreat. This quiet room will be available to attendees on Wednesday and Thursday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and on Friday from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. And it is equipped with massagers, yoga mats, meditation cushions, and more to help you recharge and reset. Every year, ANPD selects a host community service project to support. This year, we're collecting donations for San Antonio Youth Literacy. San Antonio Youth Literacy provides one-on-one support to children in San Antonio by empowering them with the skills needed to read, to learn, while fostering self-confidence and an enjoyment of reading. Donations can be made online. A QR code will be available in the ANPD booth to guide you to the correct donation page. You may earn up to 20.5 contact hours during Aspire to Trailblaze. In order to obtain your contact hours certificate, you must complete an online evaluation for each session you attend, as well as an overall convention evaluation. The link for the evaluation is available on the ANPD website. You must be logged into your ANPD profile to access the evaluations from the ANPD website. Evaluations are available online following each session. We encourage you to complete your evaluations as soon as possible following the session you attended. An overall convention evaluation must be completed in order to obtain your certificate. Evaluations are available for 30 days after convention. When you complete the evaluation, download and save your continuing education certificate for your records. All right, finally, remember to have fun. Though your convention schedule may be busy, be sure to take time to enjoy all that beautiful San Antonio has to offer. And if you haven't already, like us on Facebook and LinkedIn, and follow us on Twitter and Instagram to use the hashtag ANPDAspire to share your best convention moments. Thank you all again for participating in this webinar. We hope that it will enhance your convention experience. At this time, we welcome any questions you may have.
All right, Alyssa, there are a couple questions in the Q&A box. The first is, do we need to wear masks for the conference?
Sure, thanks for the question. At this time, we are requiring masks for the conference. Our board of directors will be meeting prior to the conference to reevaluate this though, and if anything changes with mask requirements, we will let all attendees know at the start of convention during our opening session.
We do have a question about the accessibility of the Clear app. If someone is unable to download the Clear app, can they bring their vaccination card and identification to the conference?
Great question. Yes, you can absolutely bring your vaccination card or your negative COVID test to the conference. At the registration desk, ANPD staff will be able to assist you with the Clear app if you're having any issues. But again, like I mentioned, feel free to bring that vaccination card or that negative COVID test. We'll accept that as well.
We do have a few questions about Wi-Fi availability in the convention center. Can you give us some insight on that?
Yep, we will have Wi-Fi available at the convention center in the presentation rooms, exhibit hall, and general session rooms. It will be wireless internet though, so you might experience some delays, but Wi-Fi will be available.
Will PowerPoint slides be provided for sessions?
Sure, great question. So if the presenter for a session presenter or presenters for a certain session have provided handouts of their PowerPoint, they will be available within the mobile app, within that handouts and poster PDF section on the left-hand menu. Not all presenters have decided to include their PowerPoint slides, so you'll just want to go ahead and check with the handouts for those individual sessions.
How many people do we expect to attend Aspire to Trailblaze?
Sure. So we are really excited to have, I believe, over 700 attendees. If I remember correctly from our last registration report. Jill, please feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, but yes, over 700 we should have at the convention.
Very exciting indeed. Let's see. A question about an at-home negative COVID test. Is this sufficient if you're needing to provide proof of the negative COVID test?
Sure. So we are not going to accept at-home negative COVID tests. You will have to get a PCR test. So please be prepared to do so before you arrive. Again, it will just need to be within 72 hours prior.
And I will put a link to the health and safety page that reiterates that information for those of you who are asking. I will put that in the chat here momentarily. We did have a question about expiration date being noted in the Clear app. So Amanda, I'm assuming that you've downloaded the Clear app, you've done what you've needed to do on the front end, and now you are seeing an expiration date and wondering if that is still effective. Yes, okay. Oh, go ahead, Alyssa.
Oh, Jill, you can take it if you'd like.
Okay, so yes, you will see that if you've gone through and set that up on the front end, most likely you will have to go in the day of the conference to answer some of those preceding questions, and then you will see that fresh green screen the day of the event. So I would just encourage you to refresh that the day of the event and answer any of those questions. Can you reiterate, Alyssa, where registration is located? And I wonder if we can show the floor plan image as well.
Sure. So the registration desk is going to be located in the main foyer at the Henry B. Gonzalez Convention Center. And that's where you'll want to go to get your registration badge and everything. I believe we're going to show the floor plan there. Yep, so you'll register right there within the foyer within the convention center.
And the conference is not in the same building as the Hyatt. However, there is quick access from the Hyatt itself to the convention foyer area. So when you do check into the hotel, please ask the front desk folks where the easiest access point is to the convention center, you will have to walk outside briefly to get to those main doors to enter the foyer of the convention center.
All right, Jill, and I see a question about printing materials ahead of time. So yes, I can definitely repeat that information. Any handouts that presenters have provided for their sessions will not be printed out and handed out on site. They are available in the mobile app. You can download them. They should all be PDF files. You will just want to make sure to print those out ahead of time if you'd like a hard copy on site. All right. Any other questions that you're seeing so far, Jill?
Will posters be available virtually?
Yes, we do have all posters available virtually within the mobile app. Within that left side menu, you'll see that link for the handouts and poster PDFs. All poster PDFs will be available in there. We have some presenters that unfortunately couldn't make it live to convention. So there will be some virtual posters available in there, but the posters that are available live will also be available as PDFs within that section of the mobile app.
A couple questions about transportation. Should Uber or Lyft transportation drop off at the Hyatt, or is there a main entrance by the main foyer of the convention center?
Sure. So I think that is dependent on where you plan to hit first. If you are planning to check into your hotel before going over to the convention center, I would say go ahead and drop off at the Hyatt. If you're planning on stopping by the convention center first, I would say drop off there. So really dependent on what your plans are for when you arrive. Jill, anything else you want to add there?
Yeah, if you are dropped off at the main entrance of the convention center, there will be a little bit of a walk from what is considered their primary entrance to the location of the convention center where all of our sessions will be taking place. However, there will be directionals and signage. So please feel free, if you do see somebody as well from the convention center, just feel free to ask if it's not visually explicit as far as where ANPD's events are located. I do see a question about where do I find the QR code to scan my vaccination information? Are you referring to the QR code that was in the slide deck? If so, that is to the Clear app itself. So if you locate the Clear app in your app store of your phone, whether you use Android or Apple as your operating system, the QR code simply just takes you to the Clear app itself.
Yep, and we've got that QR code back up on screen now for anyone that missed it when we went through firsthand. So feel free to go ahead and scan if you need.
Alyssa, can you highlight when the registration desk opens and when that begins?
Sure, I believe we have a registration opening first thing in the morning on Tuesday around 7 a.m. if I'm remembering correctly, Jill, but please feel free to
2 p.m. on Tuesday.
2 p.m. on Tuesday, March 22nd. It'll be open from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. on March 22nd. And then Wednesday and Thursday opens bright and early for you to get registered if you're arriving a little later.
Where on the site do we sign up for individual sessions? I see the schedule at a glance, but not how to sign up for individual sessions.
Sure, so there should be a session search tool available on the website that you can use to add sessions to your agenda. I'd also recommend going into our mobile app and adding sessions to your agenda so that you'll have it nice and handy on site in San Antonio. Again, just want to reiterate though, adding sessions to your agenda does not guarantee a spot in that session. Everything is on a first come, first served basis. So you'll just want to make sure to arrive a little bit early if you are looking to attend a session on a certain day or at a certain time.
All right, I love the variety of questions that we have. So this one, what is the fitness level for yoga and Zumba? And this is truly any level. You can be a complete novice or you can be a Zumba expert. It's totally open to any and all fitness levels, the mornings that those are offered. I also see a question in the chat asking about local affiliates having an opportunity to meet. Unfortunately, this year, we do not have designated time for affiliates to congregate in specific meeting rooms. However, if you know of a small group that you want to gather for lunch in the partner pavilion one day, please feel free to take the opportunity to do so. We would definitely encourage you to connect as you're able. And kind of dovetailing off of networking, I see a question about if there are any networking mixers to interact with folks in attendance. We do have the networking event that's specific to the scope and standards event. Anytime during the partner pavilion, you have those opportunities as well, but please take advantage of hallway conversations. And if you're able to attend the networking event for the scope and standards, that is a great opportunity to meet folks from around the nation as well. Where do we sign up for the sunrise sessions? The app says it needs to be done on the website prior to the event.
Sure. So if you go to your registration within the ANPD website, you'll be able to add those sunrise sessions as an add-on. Just go ahead and visit the ANPD website, hover over that events tab and choose 2022 convention, and then choose registration. You'll be able to edit your registration to add those sunrise sessions on.
And if you do register, does that guarantee your spot?
If you do register, that should guarantee your spot. It is capped at 150 attendees. So that's why we are having registration for those events. So be sure if you want to attend those, be sure to get in there and register ASAP.
Catherine, I see your question in the chat about a local market, grocery store near to the hotel to buy snacks. I will share with you that this is on my priority list as well. There is an HEB, which for those of you who are not local to the Texas area, I've heard it's a fabulous grocery store. So there is a local HEB that's not too far from the hotel for a quick Uber. I'm not quite sure if it's walking distance or not, but also within the hotel, there is a great Perks Cafe that I believe is open 24/7, and they have a great variety of snacks, salads, sandwiches, breakfast, you name it. A lot of great options there. And yes, I see some other comments in the chat. There is a Walgreens. There are certainly places within walking distance. That's not a full grocery store as well. I do see a question about parking. If you are local, where do I park for the convention center if I'm driving in?
Sure. So there are a few different parking options. Obviously, you can park at the Grand Hyatt. There is both valet and pay per day parking there. The convention center also does have a parking garage. So it is up to you where you decide to park. I would recommend just doing a quick Google search of parking for the Henry B. Gonzalez Convention Center if you want a little more information or to see where each of those garages are located at.
All right, Alyssa, I'm just scrolling through the chat to make sure I did not miss anything, but I do see a question about in the Q&A box, are all meals offered in the partner pavilion?
Yes, they should be. Jill, please feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. Unless there are meals or snacks offered at an event, that meal or snack will be offered within the room that event is being held. Otherwise, they will be offered in the partner pavilion.
Yes, so attendees can expect to receive lunch as part of their convention experience in the partner pavilion on Wednesday and Thursday for sure. The networking event does have wine and cheese, so for an evening snack before your dinner plans. But the app will also have some notifications that come through if you enable those notifications to let you know when lunch is being served in the partner pavilion or when other opportunities are coming up to grab a snack or coffee or whatnot. Are there any coupons or discounts that local museums, restaurants, et cetera, could offer? If so, could those be made available in the app?
Absolutely. I don't believe we have any coupons or discounts locally, but if we do have any, we will be sure to put them in the mobile app so that they are accessible to all attendees.
Nicole, I want to make sure your question in the chat was answered in regards to your registration for the sunrise sessions. You've registered for those sessions on the website, but you are not seeing those in the app. Alyssa, can you help clarify how registration and on the website is not synced to the app itself and how to plug those into their schedule?
Yep, correct. So like Jill mentioned, registration within the ANPD website is not linked into the app for those certain sessions. So you want to make sure to visit the app and add a session to your agenda if you want to keep it close to you or if you want a reminder for it. The sunrise sessions should be available as sessions within that session schedule in the app to add to your agenda. They'll be named as the title of that sunrise session seminar. Please feel free to visit our website if you need any assistance on locating titles, etc., for those sessions.
Is adding to my agenda the way to register? Leanne, can you clarify to register for sessions or for the sunrise sessions? No, you will have to register for the sunrise sessions specifically from ANPD's website. If we could put I can't remember if it was a QR code or I might be able to grab the link and put it in the chat as well. Alyssa, it looks like you might be grabbing that link too. We will put that direct link in the chat for you. And you can sign up for the sunrise sessions as long as they are not full. You'll get that confirmation that you've been registered, and then you're good to go from that point. Is yoga first come, first serve, or do we have to register ahead? It's first come, first serve. We do not have pre-registration. Yoga and Zumba will be taking place in a very large area of the partner pavilion. So it's a very large open space. And yes, mats will be provided as well. Is the booster required for the Clear app? I am vaccinated but did not receive my booster.
Jill, please feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. I think we are only requiring the first 2 doses or 1 dose of the vaccine if it's a 1 dose vaccine. Otherwise, the 2 doses, I don't believe we're requiring boosters. But again, Jill, please feel free to correct me.
I have the health and safety guidelines pulled up from our website right now. I'm going to repost that in the chat also. I do not see anything explicitly stated there. Oops, let me recopy that. Thank you, Erin, for clarifying. No booster is required, your first 2 doses. And Alyssa, were you able to grab the Sunrise Seminar sign up link?
I haven't yet, Jill. So if you got to it before me, please feel free to throw it in there.
All right, no, I am not there quite yet. Any other questions that we have not yet answered? I see Sunrise Seminars on my app, but I do not see it on the ANPD website. Yes, I am. I almost have the link in front of me. I don't believe we have a quick link on our homepage of the convention webpage, but here, oh no.
While Jill's looking for that link, we also have the QR code pulled up on the screen right now. So feel free to scan that, and that should take you to those Sunrise Seminars to get registered.
Okay, so I'm going to paste some instructions that were sent out in a recent email communication when Sunrise Seminar registration opened. Just bear with me, I'm going to read through this at the same time for those of you who may not have the chat in front of you. When completing your convention registration, Sunrise Seminars will be available to select as an add-on. If you are already registered for convention but want to add a Sunrise Seminar, you will select Already Registered on the registration page to update your registration details. So that's where you can add on the Sunrise Seminar sessions. And here is the direct link. The last link that I posted is where you'll see the option with already registered on the right-hand side. You'll be prompted to log in and you'll view your existing details and you can add on the Sunrise Seminars. If we arrive after 2 p.m. on Tuesday, can we still attend Tuesday evening events? Yes, absolutely. You will just have to head straight to the registration desk to pick up your registration bag and your badge. And then it's really important that everyone wears their lanyards with their badge. So that way, as you enter sessions, it's obvious and visible that you are a paid attendee of the convention. So just pick up your registration items at the reg desk, and then you can head straight to the toast or straight to the kickoff session as soon as you are there. No, registration opens at 2 p.m. on Tuesday. That would be cruel if we closed it at 2 p.m. on Tuesday. So Laura, you'll be in good shape. There are 2 sessions on the 23rd. On my registration, I am already registered for Sunrise Seminar. How do I know which one I go to if it doesn't say on my copy of registration? As far as which Sunrise Seminar to attend? Yes.
Sure, I would recommend reaching out to our registration team, registration@anpd.org, and they should be able to help you clarify which session that you registered for and make sure that you're attending the right one.
If I'm attending the Sunrise Seminar on the 23rd at 7 a.m., do I need to come by and pick up my badge on the 22nd first? If you are able to, Rebecca, that would be ideal, as our registration desk, I believe, does not open until 7:30 on the 23rd. Is dinner provided on opening night? No, dinner is not provided on opening night. However, in the partner pavilion, we do have the grand opening of it, and there will be some Texas-inspired appetizers, if you will, made available. So first course will be available in the partner pavilion. These have all been great questions. I know we're all anxious and excited to be together in person again. If there are any other questions, oh, I see some more coming in the chat. My registration for pre-conference was canceled. So you may have registered for a pre-convention workshop or learning lab? Is there other pre-conference sessions to attend instead? No. So as part of our decision to flex towards a smaller convention experience, we unfortunately had to cancel our learning labs for 2022 convention. There are no pre-conference workshops or learning labs available for attendees other than our Leadership Academy kickoff, which is by invitation only to those new participants. Is the schedule supposed to reflect the sessions you chose on the ANPD app?
Some clarification there, maybe a schedule on the ANPD website or a schedule on the ANPD app. The schedule that you choose on the ANPD website does not connect over to the ANPD mobile app, so you'll want to make sure to select those sessions again within the app if you have done so already on the ANPD website.
And our events, the formal convention events do kick off at 4:30 on Tuesday, March 22nd. So if you do arrive to town early, you have some time to yourself to soak up all that San Antonio has to offer. If you've never been, there is a lot to see and do, even just by foot within close proximity to the convention center and the hotel, to the Hyatt itself. So please feel free to enjoy all that San Antonio has to offer you. I know this question was already asked, but I do not know what to do because my health pass states expired on 3/20/2022. So Rebecca, what you will need to do is go back in after the 20th, and you will essentially be able to refresh that, and it will push out that expiration date again. So do not fret. You will have the opportunity to refresh that. You'll have the green pass on site at convention. They have to put an expiration date on it somehow. So it's a 72-hour rule through CLEAR. So again, just go back in the first day of the conference and you'll be able to refresh that and be good to go. Of course. Will we need physical cash for anything to purchase at the conference? So totally your call. Our exhibitors, along with the ANPD bookstore, you will have an opportunity to purchase resources. Really, if you are in need of any merchandise from any of the exhibitors, you'll have that opportunity there. Most use Square or some type of mobile credit card app. Cash wise, there may be some snack bars that are open within the convention center space. So if you do want to seek out any of that, please feel free to have cash or card on hand to be prepared. Great. And yes, this was we are recording this. So if you need to revisit any of this content, we will be sending out a notification via the app that the recording is available. And Alyssa, I'll let you speak to where on the convention webpage that the link can be accessed to the recording.
Sure. So we will make a link to the recording available within the convention page on the ANPD website. We'll put it right on the homepage. We'll also send an email out or a mobile app notification out to let you know when it's available. It should be there by tomorrow. So if you want to review anything that was discussed today, or if you happen to miss the first part of the webinar, just head over to that homepage on the ANPD website. On the convention section, and you'll be able to replay.
I do see one final question about the CLEAR app. Does the CLEAR app have to be used, or are we able to use the Smart Health card used by our state's Department of Health?
So we are only using the Clear app for our convention, but like I stated earlier, if you have any issues using the Clear app on site, our ANPD staff will be available to help you with that, or you can also plan to bring a copy of your COVID vaccination card or your negative COVID test. We'll accept both of those when you register as well. All right, Jill, I'm not seeing any other questions so far. How about you?
I'm taking a moment of pause before I answer. There we go. We only have to show this Clear app at registration and not every day.
Correct. You'll just need to show it when you register, and you'll receive a little sticker for your badge that lets us know that you have provided your vaccination information or negative COVID test. So just during that first day when you register.
Well, I know I am so appreciative of all of your time and questions. I do see, and I saw this question pop up earlier, and I don't believe if oh, you did, Alyssa, that was the very first question that you answered. Can you reiterate the requirement, and if there is a requirement for the type of mask?
I don't believe we have a requirement for the type of mask, but we are requiring masks. Our board of directors is going to meet on site prior to convention beginning on Tuesday evening. If there are any changes to our mask requirements, we will let you all know at our opening session.
I still can't find the Sunrise seminars on the ANPD page. So I am just scrolling up to the chat to grab the link I shared a little bit ago. You will have to actually go back to your convention registration, and it's almost as if you are adding on a session through your convention registration. So this link here takes you to a page where you can either begin registration or you have the option to click already registered. You will click already registered, and then you will be able to add on the Sunrise seminar sessions, provided that there is still space available. And bear with me, I am just grabbing some of the text that I put in the chat earlier to put that fresh in front of you as well. All right. Okay, so Hanny, I am putting registration at anpd.org is an email address that you can, let me put that to everyone. That is the email address that you can reach out to find out specifically which Sunrise seminar you have registered for, especially specifically on the morning where there are 2 sessions happening simultaneously. Of course. Well, we are so excited to be able to see everyone in person. This will be a fabulous week next week. Thank you for all of your time and questions. And as Alyssa said, don't hesitate to find one of us. We will have ANPD staff jackets or sweater, cardigans on there. Alyssa's showing hers off right now. But please reach out, ask questions. We're excited to see you all next week. Alyssa?
All right. Yes. Thank you all again for attending today. If you have any questions that weren't answered, please feel free to reach out to info@anpd.org. We're happy to help you with anything you may need before convention begins next week. And again, just wanted to reiterate that this was recorded today and we'll be providing it on the homepage of the convention section of our website. Look out for a mobile app notification or email. We'll be sure to notify you as soon as it's available. But with that, I just want to say thank you again, everyone. Looking forward to meeting you all next week in San Antonio.